Hello and welcome to another Health Smarts for Wise Women. Fantastic to have you here, whether you're here at the moment or you're watching afterwards. So I'm Wendy Dumaresq. I'm the founder of Natural Woman Network. That was 12 years ago, and I've had about 30 years of combined study and clinical experience in women's and family health natural solutions. So I'm bringing you Health Smarts because there's some really simple things that you can do that can make a very big difference. So just these few minutes each week, I try and impart something that might be useful to you. So today we're going to be looking at why you need to know your why. So when I'm talking about your why, I'm talking about what is it that you're going to a health practitioner for, or what is it that you're concerned about, and why are you concerned about it? And it's probably not what you think. So let me give you a few examples, and it's also something I establish with my in my consultations, both online and live location and group events, very quickly, because I need to know what people's aims are with their health. Because sometimes it just might be a short-term aim until they learn more, or it might be a longer-term aim. But the most important thing is to know why you want to be well. So one example is, say for example, I've often in the past had women and men present saying, I'm feeling a bit overweight and I want to lose about 20 kilos. And I say, well, why do you want to do that? And the answers can be many and varied, but it's often quite common that people will want to lose weight for an occasion. So a common one with women has been for a wedding or a presentation or some other special event. And it might be in a month or two. Well, we talk about that it might be a little bit unrealistic to lose 20 kilos in a month or two, but I actually get to want to know why they want that to happen. And they often say, well, because I've got a new dress and I can't fit it in anymore, or I'm just not feeling good. And I think if I, get back to my normal self, I'll feel a lot better. And I keep asking questions. So, why do you want to feel better? And why do you want to fit into that dress? And what you get to at the end of that is the actual reason why. And it's usually something that might not have been thought of at first. Hello, Lynn. Welcome. And it might well be that they actually just want to feel better, that they're not feeling confident. They're not feeling happy with themselves. And the shorter term goal of whatever it is will get them over the hump. But if you don't know your why and that you want to feel better, you might want to, someone else might want to feel more energetic, or they might want to feel vital. They might want to feel really well so you can look after your children or your grandchildren and still do your work. They're the real whys. The road to the why is a bit different to the actual why. So it's really important to me as a practitioner to understand your why, but it's very important for you to understand your why, because if you don't understand your why, it's very hard for you to get longer term gain. So if you're wanting to feel well in the longer term, you've got to know why. I'll give you a bit of an example. When I was 28 and had my first child, I died. And then I was very unwell for a while since, and that's how I ended up, moving from corporate work to natural medicine. But my why was really a really big why, and that was I was holding a little baby in my arms and I was told there's not much we can do for you. It looks like you're on your way out. And I'm like, not acceptable. I've got a little baby, and if you've got a little baby, there's nothing worse you can think of than leaving them alone. And so my why in being well was to be there for my family so that I would still be on earth. And that why can keep changing as your life changes. So your why is your big motivator. So it's really good to know that. Another example is often people might be not feeling too good, but they want to have an overseas trip or some other big event. And they will contact me and say, look, you know, I'm going overseas in a month or two and, you know, I'm just not feeling too good. Can you help me? I'll say, well, yes, you know, tell me why you want to feel a lot better and we'll see what we can do. And they might think it's just for going overseas, but when you get behind that, the motivation is often bigger than that, and that's the important thing. It's your big why that's important. And so one recent case I can think of, it was because they actually want to keep travelling. You know, they're really excited to be at that stage of their life when they can travel more, and if they're not well, they're not going to be able to travel much and enjoy it. So it wasn't just about this trip, it was actually feeling better overall, more energetic, more vital, better immune system that was, and in that, they wanted to feel confident that they could travel and not fall in a heap. So that was the why, not so much getting ready for this trip, but behind that. So there's lots of reasons why you might want to know your why with your health, and it applies to your whole life, not just your health. If you've got a business, you need to know why you're doing it, or a job, or if you've got a social enterprise, or if you're, you know, being the best parent you can, you want to know why. Usually it's because you want to be around for your kids and you want to, and if you don't know that, it's really, really difficult to sustain, you know, a program of wellness. So what I'd love to know from you is what your why is. So if you'd like to post in here what your why is, that'd be fantastic. So I have put a few links on this post. There's a link to the websites for Natural Woman Network and Radiant Women, but also a link to the YouTube, Radiant Women YouTube channel, so you can see the rest of the health smarts. So please join us, follow us here, share it with your friends. The more people that are well and happy, the better the world will be. Thank you very much. Signing off. Bye.